All right, Julian Castro joins me now. He just finished speaking at the convention here in South Carolina. And Secretary Castro, thank you for being here. It's good to see you.
Great to be with you.
Great job. Great job here. We were just talking about this X Factor. And I said to my panel, you have maybe the best biography in the race, honestly. I mean, your mom being a political activist, your dad is a mathematician, your grandma coming here as a 6-year-old from Mexico, orphan, you know, in Texas, going back to 1920 as a Texan. That's a great bio. Is biography the secret to getting the nomination, or is it something else? Because the other candidates, a lot of the other candidates that were popping, it's not on biography, it's something else. What is it?
Well, I mean, I think it's a lot of things. You know, it's your life experience. It's also your professional experience, right? You know, what track record do you have of actually putting actions to your words? It's the moment and what people are looking for.
Yeah.
But I do think that biography is important. In fact, you know, if you think about the folks who have been elected in the modern era of politics, especially on the Democratic side, whether it was Barack Obama or Bill Clinton or Jimmy Carter, a lot of that, a good significant amount of that, of their appeal was biography.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I'm trying to make sure that people know, you know, about my life experience, but also everything else, my track record of getting things done, and my vision for the future of the country.
And you're one of the most progressive candidates in terms of even being on the reparations issue. You were one of the early supporters of it. There was a hearing this week on the reparations question.
Yeah.
Do you think it's realistic to propose that as a Democrat, or do you think that's polarizing white voters away from Democrats?
No, I think we should do it. That it's been a long time in coming, and you know, and I've said so many times that this is a long overdue conversation. And the legislation that Congresswoman Jackson Lee has in place has been there for a while.
Yes,
this is not the first year that she's
new.
proposed HR 40, and I think that it's time that we take that up. And also, as you know, Joy, I mean, what's on the table is a commission to look at reparations and then make a recommendation.
Right.
So that we can, I see this as analogous to the Truth and Reconciliation Commission in South Africa, is an opportunity for healing.
Yeah.
You know, so that we can get to a point in our country where we all come together in a positive way. And that's why, you know, I talk about moving forward as one nation with one destiny. I don't think we can ever truly move forward until we address the original sin of slavery. And I watched Mitch McConnell the other day say that, you know, because we had elected an African-American president,
President
you know,
Obama is reparations. That's actually bizarre.
You know, anybody listening to that knows that does not reflect the kind of healing that we need to go through, or the way that we need to address that past.
Yeah, and you know, I asked you about your biography because we're at a moment right now where the current president is demonizing Latinos, demonizing migrants who are mostly, I mean, it's black and brown. Black immigrants are terrified too of all these raids. But there's this demonization of migrants from Central America. I think Donald Trump thinks they're all from Mexico, maybe. That is really unprecedented. What we're hearing about the conditions that little kids, babies, infants in diapers are being treated without their clothes, lying on the floor, eating spoiled food, or not getting to eat, not getting to go to the bathroom. This, as an American, it's horrifying. We've had the word concentration camps thrown around about where these families are being held, women, children.
Yeah, I mean, in what other time, in what other way would we as human beings, you know, would we accept that these little children have been separated from their mothers and aren't even being given a toothbrush or soap to bathe themselves? You know, how does that make anybody in this country, regardless if you're conservative, you're liberal, Republican, or Democrat, feel good about themselves or this country? This president has been a complete failure and a disaster on immigration because of the cruelty that his administration has demonstrated, and because even if you don't care about that, a lot of us of course do care, but if you don't, more people are coming to the southern border now than when he became president. He knew that we had a flow of people coming from Honduras and El Salvador and Guatemala, and instead of on January 20, 2017 getting right to work to try and work with those countries to stem that flow, all he's done is created a circus instead of a solution. We need to have a solution, and one that treats people with basic respect and common sense and compassion instead of cruelty.
Secretary Julian Castro, you're one of 4, I think, candidates who either are a mayor or were a mayor. You were mayor of San Antonio.
I was mayor of San Antonio, Texas.
It's a very big city. What skills does that give you in your mind that you could translate into being president or being HUD secretary as well, dealing with public housing? You've had a lot of jobs.
I mean, that's executive experience of getting things done and being in charge of something and being accountable for something. And, also you're very close to the people when you're a mayor. It's about the job opportunities in the community. It's about the quality of life in their neighborhoods. And so you're used to accountability and actually getting things done, working with people who may not agree with you to try and accomplish things. Yeah. And I think that people are tired of the logjam. They're tired of just the infighting, and they want somebody that has that experience of actually getting things done.
But, I mean, is that possible to translate that into a Washington where you have Mitch McConnell in the Senate? Because he's not going to work with
I mean, I can tell you that I think that at 12:01 p.m. on January 20th, 2021, we're going to have a Democratic Senate, Democratic House, and a Democratic president, and we'll be willing to break the filibuster when we need to.
Need to do it. All right, I am out of time. Secretary Julian Castro, good luck with your campaign.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate your time.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.